Hello, everyone. Good morning. It's Fridays with Father. It's December the 10th, and I'm here with Jonah on an early morning before I say Mass. And it's a nice day. It seems to have warmed up a bit, not as harsh outside. So we've done our walk, we've got our coffee, and now is the appropriate time for me to reach out to you. And I hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing well and in sort of entering in, if you can, to the spirit of Advent, you know. I suppose most of all, I just hope and pray that you're all safe and you're all well, you know, and I hope that you're not allowing like the news of the latest variant to scare you too much, you know. Get your booster, do everything you need to do to take care and be safe. But then just move on with your life. You have to. You can't just put your life on pause. Well, I think we've all learned that, right? We have to keep trying, just to move forward and not to allow ourselves to be too panicked when things suddenly look slightly scarier or the cases go up. I think we have to trust the vaccines and trust that God is in all of this and God's angels are protecting us. And I think very much so those people who are vaccinating us are the instruments of God's mercy at this time. So we trust that. So I think really the spirit of Advent is about that, is to be hopeful and to find joy in that as we just try and move forward in spite of any difficult sort of circumstances we find ourselves in. As you can see, I'm having trouble forming my words today because probably I haven't had enough coffee. And then secondly, because I've been a bit busy, we are right now in the middle of, or towards the end of, the Novena of Prayer for Our Lady of Guadalupe, and it reaches its climax this coming Sunday, very early in the morning. And it's been a lovely experience, all in all, and I was very happy to see some of our RCIA members present at the Mass here on the Feast of the Immaculate Conception in the evening, and so they were part of the Novena of Prayer. It was a nice experience, and it's just been nice to see a lot of people, like over 150 people every night gathering to pray. And as I said to the people last night, that we've been doing this, every day for the last 7 days. Today is the eighth day, and after a while, you think, well, what day is it? Because everything seems the same. Because the novena has a rhythm and a repetition in what that we do, and people are coming from their work. As soon as they're getting off work, they're coming to the novena, or they're having an early dinner and they're coming to the novena, and we're doing the same thing prayerfully every night, and it's a lovely experience. But you do kind of like takes you out of the regular runnings of the world. It kind of puts you in a different space, so much so that I use the phrase that we're getting lost in prayer. I think a novena can do that, and it's not a bad place to be in. You get lost in prayer. You think, well, okay, so we're praying to Mary and praying to God, and we're doing all these nice things together, and where am I? Well, we're in prayer, and we're lost in prayer, and that's a good place to be, because when you think about it, we can get lost in so many other things. You get lost in your thoughts, daydreaming. You can get lost surfing on the internet. You can turn on your iPad or look at your phone and start searching for stuff on the internet or looking at news channels or other stuff, and then suddenly, before you know it, like an hour has gone, or 2 hours have gone, and you lose a track of time. Well, we have a similar experience here with the novena, but we're getting lost in prayer. We're not getting lost in web searches or news items or TikTok kind of obsessions. We're getting lost in prayer, and that's a good thing to do. So I invite you in some ways, if you can, during this Advent, just to like get lost in prayer and take yourself out of the hullabaloo, the craziness, the frantic kind of like obsession with, with spending, and spending too much. But to get lost in prayer is a good thing. So I'm very grateful that the graces, the blessings of like this novena here at Church of the Holy Spirit are already being given because we're experiencing this lovely sense of being lost at prayer. Okay, so I just bring that before you today just to tell you where I am. So I'm slightly tired. My eyes are a bit kind of getting smaller because of not lack of sleep. It's just like, it's just being on for a lot of stuff, which is part of the territory in my job and my life, and I do it happily and I love it. So yeah, get lost in prayer. Talking about distractions, I just wanted to share with you something that came to me last night, though I thought it before, and I was talking with a couple of people, and at Church of the Holy Spirit, our church is in a sort of a round, more or less. So the altar is there, and then the people are like sitting around you, more or less. I've ever since I've been a priest, or since I was a kid, I'm used to the traditional, rectangular basilica-style church. So, you see the people at the front more than you see the people at the back. Whereas in this experience, you see like everybody around you, and so, and as being like the celebrant at like a lot of masses and what have you, I see you all more or less, and of course you see me all the time. So and you scrutinize me, and to a certain degree I scrutinize you. Although at the moment we all got masks on, So, but so we see each other, and that's a part of like being a community, that we see each other. That's why they build these churches in the so-called round. But I was saying to somebody last night that it was very interesting, when you're celebrating Mass and you see people get up to go to the bathroom. It happens because when you have to go, right? So people use the bathroom. They go to the bathroom during the celebration of Mass. But what is kind of like telling and interesting is the time when they go to the bathroom. Now, as I say, you can't always choose when you go, but very often people get up to go to the bathroom at the most crucial points in the celebration. So people will get up and go, just as the consecration is about to happen. When the bread and the wine become the body and the blood of Christ. At that very crucial moment, there's generally at least one person who will get up and go to the bathroom, and I'm kind of slightly amused and tickled by that, really, because I thought to myself, well, if I had to choose a moment, and of course you can't always choose your moment because when you need to go, you need to go, but if I had to choose a moment, it wouldn't be then, it wouldn't be the consecration of the Mass. It would be some other time, like, I don't know, during the intercessions or during the collection or something like that. But it wouldn't be then. But so, and very often, so you see people getting up to use the bathroom then. And of course, the other telltale sign, really, excuse me while I reach for my coffee. People often get up and they go to the bathroom just as you're about to preach, just as you're starting to preach, or in the middle of your homily, which can be a distraction. I must say it can be a distraction, and also kind of, it doesn't do much for your ego either, because you think, oh, am I that bad? Am I preaching that bad today? But just an observation, and I'm sure you've got plenty of your own, but it came to me today when I'm thinking about like how people become distracted, and we're talking about being distracted in prayer, which is probably a better form of distraction. So there you are, bathrooms, and it's a phenomenon in many places, I'm sure. So anyway, we're journeying through Advent, and this coming Sunday will be slightly different because in the church it's known as Gaudete Sunday, be joyful Sunday, when we take a special time, just before Christmas, just to sort of really get into the spirit of it, and to realize that we're being joyful because we're preparing to celebrate the birth of Jesus, who is our light, who is our life, who is our everything, and brings us such good things. So in the midst of your preparations for holiday celebrations or, Christmas dinners and things like that, wrapping presents, this Sunday just gives us a moment to sort of just really stop and think, well, what is this about? And to realize, oh, it puts joy in my soul to know that Jesus is on his way, that Jesus is here, and Jesus is always coming for me and always for me. And so therefore, on Gaudete Sunday, you will see the colour pink visible in our church space. You will see it in the form of hangings. One of the colour panels will be in pink, and you will see some pink poinsettia plants in the altar space. We don't ordinarily have flowers during Advent, but on Gaudete Sunday we can. And then, most noticeably, the priest will be wearing a pink or a rose vestment to indicate that it's for us to, be joyful in it. Now, some priests are kind of against rose vestments. And you have an option not to wear them. But if we have them, I think that we should wear them, sort of make the most of what we've got. So there will be a pink vestment in evidence at the masses I celebrate, and hopefully the other guys will join suit. But there will be pink in the area of the altar to show us that it's time to smile, be joyful, and just take a moment from all the stuff you're doing and realize that what we're doing is a good thing, and it's good because it's all about Jesus. Okay, and then also too, you'll see in the space of the altar, the altar to Our Lady of Guadalupe will be especially decorated because it's her feast day as well. It just coincides with the Sunday, and so you will see the altar highly decorated. So hopefully that will put a smile on your face and a bit of warmth in your heart as well. So there you go. There was a couple of other things I wanted to bring to your attention. One being that as we journey towards Christmas, I know a lot of people like to take the opportunity to, put their souls right with themselves and with God and with other people. And so they celebrate the sacrament of reconciliation, more commonly known as confession. So I just want to let you know about what we're doing here at the Church of the Holy Spirit. We're going to have 2 sessions, okay, with Advent reconciliation. One is on the 18th. That's on a Saturday morning, and it's from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. And then another session on the 21st, which is a Tuesday evening, and that'll be from 6:30 in the evening until 8:30 in the evening. And what you'll find is this: there will not be an Advent service or reconciliation service. What you will find in our church space is that the Blessed Sacrament, Jesus, will be exposed, and there will be some gentle meditation music playing in the background. And then you'll find 2 stations for the celebration of the sacrament. One will be in the Eucharistic Chapel, where the tabernacle is located, and then the other one will be in the sacristy, and you can go to confession there. And there will be 2 priests, in other words, me and one other, and we will be hearing confessions throughout those 2 hours, from 9 until 11 and 6:30 until 8:30. And you can come at any time during those 2 hours and be reconciled and really sort of, put a seal on the joy in your heart for this holiday time. You can also just come and spend some quiet time before the Blessed Sacrament. So please take advantage of that, really. Come and, as we say, get lost in prayer for a moment or two, make it special, make it happen. So, when you make these efforts just to do small things, it's amazing, just how much better you feel for it. You come away thinking, I'm so glad I did that, because amongst all the other things you could do and need to do, you realize, you think, this is probably maybe more important than me wrapping gifts or writing the Christmas cards that I need to get written. This is kind of more of a priority. So I just want to share that with you today. Okay, so I'm going to finish my coffee now. Jonah is in my arms here. We've been out early this morning and we had a walk, and now he wants to sleep a bit, take a nap, and have a cuddle before I go and say Mass. One other thing, just before I go, regarding Jonah. As I said to you some months ago, he has like a heart murmur, and recently he developed a cough, and then the vet told us that, he has the beginnings of tracheal collapse, which is common in this breed of animal. So we're taking care of him, and generally he's quite good. So he has to take a little tablet every morning. And I remember saying to the vet, well, how do I get him to take the tablet? And she said, well, try putting it in a bit of peanut butter, right? I said, okay, yeah, thanks. So I came away thinking, yeah, I should try that because I've never had peanut butter. I don't use peanut butter. In my whole life, I had never had peanut butter until I had to use it to give Jonah his pill. So I duly bought a jar of peanut butter, the variety that's got like chunks in it, which it might be easier to disguise a pill, And so I started giving Jonah the pill on a bit of peanut butter, and he takes it readily, and he seems to enjoy it. In fact, I think he looks forward to like the peanut butter moments of our daily life these days. However, so do I. I've never eaten peanut butter before. I know it's like a staple in this country, and I've been in this country for over 20 years, but I just never felt drawn to it. Certainly is not part of my background. We never had peanut butter growing up. We just knew of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches being a very American thing, and I just always wondered about it, but never felt drawn to it. However, with Jonah and his pills, I'm liking it. So I am a fan now of peanut butter. So just for you to show you in some ways how the process of like integration or enculturation or becoming part of somewhere else, it can take a long time, and there's different layers and levels, and you're never too old to learn or to experience something new. And so I experienced something new just recently, and it's peanut butter, and I like it. I like it with apple. I like it just on its own. I haven't quite got to the stage where I feel I want to put it on bread, but I might do. You never know. But peanut butter is my new discovery for this year. So now I know why all of you like it so much. It's a good thing to have, and Jonah likes it, and I like it. On that note, I'm going to have my coffee, and I'm going to get ready for Mass, and I look forward to seeing you here, hopefully this weekend at the celebration of Mass. If you're up really, really early and you've got nothing to do, come out and see Las Mañanitas at 5 a.m. Come and see the spectacle of mariachi serenading our Blessed Mother. It's a nice, fun thing to do, and will put a smile on your face, and will give a good start to what is going to be Gaudete Sunday. I'll be seeing you soon. Take care. Be joyful. Keep the faith. Bye-bye.